In this video, I'll be discussing the Ty New Face Colored Beanie Baby Teddies. In 1995, Ty introduced these 6 New Face bears. Prior to this, he had released the old Face Teddies in the same color. The 5 colored teddies on the right here were only out for a year, so they were not produced for very long, and they were retired before the whole Beanie Mania craze started in the mid-90s, mid to late 1990s. The New Face Brown, the one in the back left here, he was out for a couple years, and Ty retired him in 1997. The colors of these teddies are from the right are New Face Teal, you have New Face Jade in the middle, and then you have New Face Cranberry. On the back right, you have New Face Violet, which he was a favorite of a lot of people. And then you have New Face Magenta, and then the New Face Brown, which a lot of people are more familiar with because he was out for a longer period of time. The New Face Teddies came out with 2 different version tags. He came out with a 2nd gen tag and also a 3rd gen swing tag, which you can see here. The New Face Teddies also came out with ribbons around their neck. The old Face Teddies did not have ribbons around their neck, so that's something new that Ty introduced into the market. The New Face Teal came with a navy ribbon. The New Face Jade and New Face Brown Teddies, they came with maroon ribbons. And then the New Face Cranberry and then the New Face Violet in the back here, they both had the same ribbon of green. And then the teddy in the back, the Magenta teddy, he was the only one that came with a pink ribbon, a light pink ribbon. The teddies, their swing tags, the interesting thing about the Ty Teddy tags are that all of them were named Teddy. On the New Face Teal here, you can see that the style number, you can see the name Teddy, but then you can see the style number 4052. The thing that with these particular teddies, and it only happened on this set of bears, is that the style number that is assigned, let me say this again, the New Face Colored Teddies colors were assigned a specific style number. However, the name on the tags were Teddy, and the factory workers didn't realize that the style numbers represented specific colors. So what they did is when they were tagging all these bears, they were just picking up the tag and just tagging them on all the different colors, and they didn't make note of the specific style numbers. So these are accepted out in the marketplace with collectors that the teddies are mismatched because that happened at the factory. There are, of course, teddies that came with its original style numbers. For example, you have a New Face Cranberry, which is 4052. He came with the right style number there, and this particular one has writing inside the tag. Interesting fact on this is these beanies came out early on, and people didn't realize down the line that these were going to be very valuable, that the tags were going to be just as valuable as the beanies. And what they did is they wrote their names. Sometimes they put initials in there just to keep them separated between their kids. People gave them as gifts, and they put their names to and from in there. So you will find some of these older beanies that will have initials either on the Tush tag, writing on the swing tag, and it's just unfortunate down the line that people had done that and kind of devalued their beanies. Now the New Face, oh yes, one other thing too is the New Face Brown Teddy was the only one that did not change style numbers. He was really not included into the 5 colored teddies. He only came with the style number of 4050. This holds true with the Old Face Brown Teddy as well. These were the only 2 of the Old Face / New Face Teddies that kept the correct style number. So you really want to make sure that if you're collecting these teddies that at least the New Face, Old Face Brown have the style number 4050 on them. If somebody were to take a color teddy and retag it on a New Face Brown, it would be considered mismatched, and it would lose its value. So one thing just to keep note on the style numbers, that's the only one that is not accepted with the different style numbers out there. Now the the new Face Teddies, they only came with a black and white tush, and they only came with a 1993 copyright date. As you can see on the back here, just it's a typical first gen tush tag. Now another thing about the new Face Teddies are the scrunchiness on their face. One of the things that Ty did to get this scrunchy looking face here, where it's kind of indented, is he took a piece of string and he took a couple stitches under each eye, and then he pulled it underneath the chin. As you can see, he pulled it through here and it knots up, and then when they pulled it down, that's where it scrunched the face. Now if you compare this new Face Jade against the new Face Teal, you'll notice that the new Face Teal isn't quite as scrunchy. And that's because when they pulled the string underneath it and they knotted it, that they didn't pull it enough to give it its scrunchiness on the face. So that's just, and then sometimes the string actually pops out from underneath the chin, which makes that face kind of pop out and gives it kind of an old face, new face type of a look of these bears, and people think they have something rare, and really it's just the string that pops out from underneath it. So the other thing I will be doing is I'll take each individual teddy and I will be doing a separate video on each one and comparing an authentic new Face Teddy against some of the counterfeits that are out there. This way you can get familiar with what the new Face Teddies really look like, what to look for, and then when you see the counterfeits, you'll see some big differences, different colors, different ribbons, just different things about them. And that way, if you're collecting these things or you want to sell, you want to make sure that you've got an authentic Beanie Baby, that you know what you're looking for. But the new Face Teddies are definitely were a favorite and still are a favorite of collectors out there. So they're very, very nice looking, rich color bears.